AFTV lead 2-0 to the Arsenal. Seemed like we was making hard work on it, but we got the job done in the end.
Yeah, I don't think it was always about. I was impressed with them. I thought they caused us a few problems.
Yeah.
Reyes had to make one outstanding save. So at the end of the day, listen, Champions League, you can't take it for granted. We had to dig in, defended really, really well, and that's where the defence comes into positive. It was really defensively. We played really, really well, and and you have to say on top of that, with 2 changes in the fullbacks, who I thought Skelly was brilliant tonight, by the way.
Yeah.
Benley, he needs minutes, so that was what he was done there. 2 central defenders done well. Listen, job done.
Yeah.
Win, and that's it,
Start of the game, he was looking, we're off to a great start, fast start, and you're thinking to yourself, this could be, and we were playing some great football as well.
Yeah.
You start to think to yourself, well, you know what, it could be one of them cricket score nights, but like you said, they dug in and they gave us a serious game.
A serious game, listen, I love Martinelli, right? I love Martinelli. But I wanted Gyökeres to score that goal, Yeah. I thought it was brilliant play. But then when the save was made, Martinelli produced a lovely bit of skill to score the goal. And listen, there was some really interesting team selections, team tactics today as well. Saka going over to the left, Eze to the right. There was some interesting things that he done with Martinelli playing on the right early doors. But listen, Gyökeres I thought was unlucky with a few chances. It will come. You can see he's a good player. You can see that it's going to come. So listen, good night's work.
Yeah.
Comfortable. We didn't go over the ball. No one was stretched to it. But listen, what the compliment I can give them, he had to bring on Saka's and Rice's to make sure that we won the game. And look at that bench today. Look at that bench, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, a player who started right from the beginning, who impressed on the night was Martin Odegaard. He's been criticised a lot last season, and obviously he's come back this season and he's had a couple of injuries. But he had the little cameo against Newcastle, and again tonight, he's looking like he's starting to get back to his best.
Well, absolutely, and he backed up his cameo with an outstanding performance today. I thought, I'm reluctant to give it to Raya as man of the match because we're at home and whatever. So I'm going to go Martin Odegaard as man of the match. I thought he dictated play. He gave us a few good chances. That's the thing at the moment. We're not taking our chances. We had a few good chances. Mind you, their goalkeeper, in saying about Raya, their goalkeeper made some unbelievable saves as well. But Odegaard today, he was the one that dictated the pace, the tempo of the game. I liked it. He was trying to make dangerous little passes in there and everything like that. And for me, I thought he done really, really well. And it's good to have him back. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. What does it say about Arsenal that they can make quite a lot? 5 changes I think they made today, and still get the job done against a good side. We've seen some of the other English sides over this Champions League games. Tottenham drew last night to Bodo Glimt. Man City drew tonight against Monaco, but Arsenal made quite a lot of changes tonight and have still got the job done.
Yeah,
and of course, there were losses for Liverpool.
Yeah. Did Liverpool lose today? No, but that's on the back of a difficult, tough 90 minutes at Newcastle, which people don't forget. It weren't just the result and everything. When it was the physicality of that game, it was a tough game, mentally and physically. You got to travel all the way back there. I know that they were on a plane and whatever, but it's still got to travel.
Yeah.
You haven't got much recovery time to play here today, and then you've got, without being disrespectful for them or any other team, you've still got an eye on Saturday as well. So you've got to make decisions that make sure you win this game tonight, and also make sure that you're ready for Wednesday, for Saturday. He done it today, And the thing is, I look at our squad; it's strong. There's players still to come back into the squad. Yeah, he's got some problems later on when everybody's fit. I know, in games and during the season, everybody's not fit. But there's some difficult decisions there. But today, Calafiori gets a rest. So there were some good things there, and I thought Saka today. That was the perfect thing for him. Last 20 minutes, just keep his sharpness up and all that, and he done well with the goal.
And what do you make of this sort of switch where he's playing over on the left hand side? What are we doing over there? But he scored from there.
Yeah, listen, I like that. It shows you that, you know, we're not sort of rigid in what we do. There is forward thinking in everything now, like, you know. And it was like, you know, sometimes like, well, all right, a team will come and say, oh, Saka's on the right, we're playing for that, and everything. Their game plan is for that. Double up on him, and all of a sudden he's on the right, on the left-hand side. You know what I mean? Martinelli, who normally plays on the left, played on the right today. He done well, you know. So there was all round. There was some good performances, like, you know. The only one that weren't quite out today for me was Zubamendi. Didn't think he was quite at it with his pass and all that, but it wasn't a bad game. There was no one that played bad. And listen, at the end of the day, I do think, dare I say it, played with the handbrake on, but in a good way today. I felt, listen, I've been bored at the Emirates on more than one occasion, Rob, like, you know, and last week's game at Port Vale, like, you know, I was asleep by this time last week. But today it was more play. You could see that, like, it was free flowing, some lovely little moves and all that. And that weren't a boring game tonight. I don't care what anybody says. A comfortable 2-0 win, but it wasn't boring.
Comfortable. I mean, you know, when it was 1-0, they looked like they could get back into it. They were starting to threaten.
Yeah, they did. Like, you know, as comfortable as it can be. Yeah. You know what I mean? When you play these Champions League teams, they're top of the league for a reason. They've got good players in their side. Yeah. And at the end of it, listen, we've made 5 changes and still won 2-0. So for me, you've got to look at the you know, like the positives from that. Compliments to the team getting through. And listen, as I said, like, you know what I mean? You're leaving out Ben White. There's not a massive difference between him and Timber. There is at the moment because of fitness. But when he's up and running there, right? Yeah. You know, there's an argument who's the better out of the two, as we spoke earlier on with Skelly and Calafiori. Yeah. And then you go into the midfield, like, you know, no one's had a go at Marino when he's been playing, but today he done well in there today. But like, because he's in a more free with a little bit more expansion to it, like, you know. So he done all right as well. So no one played bad.
Yeah. Anybody tonight that you think's knocked on the door, where maybe the manager will be thinking, well, question. You know what, you know, maybe they should get a shout for Saturday.
Good question, like, you know what I mean? Miles Lewis-Skelly, definitely. Yeah. I thought he was outstanding today. I thought he was up there. Odegaard ain't in this team at the moment. Right? Yeah. He's not. You know,
would he be in for you on Saturday, though?
After that performance and what he done on last Sunday at Newcastle, definitely. So he plays. So then there's, you know, I'd probably play him in there and Eze out to the left. You know what I mean? But then, you know, people will say, well, Martinelli, by the way, keeps scoring. That's 2 and 2 Champions League games. He's a threat. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Trossard I didn't think was too bad tonight either. Like, he's got a wonderful first touch at times. Trossard. He was spinning around at one time and he regained his composure and first touch and all that. Like, he had a good shot, and we should say, listen, they're all pushing, and the good thing, as I said earlier on, like, you know, if Miles Lewis-Skelly he's had to play well tonight to give the manager a fault. Like, so now, like, Calafiori's looking on there and thinking, well, I better play well next if I'm in on Saturday, because otherwise he's going to come in. So there was so many positives from that point of view. Like, you know, Declan Rice showed his class again today. I've got to say that when you just need that little bit of composure in midfield, he just oozes class at that. He just oozes class, and I think like him and Saka were just the game changers, the difference between us. Like, maybe the slipping up or not, like, you know, we bring them guys on and we end up winning the game 2-0. Lovely. Good night's work.